We've got a film idea?
Yeah. Should you go through the whole thing again?
Yes, and we'll plan shots and everything, yeah.
And we can discuss if people are cool with it or if people want to add anything.
Very good.
Like just throwing stuff at you. And
the freezing woman idea. Barrett comes in. She's freezing because it's snowing outside. She finds the red coat, probably just sitting on that chair. She puts it on because she's cold. And then she starts to look around because she has to find the owner of the coat. I'm guessing that Philip. Ozan, do you want to go on camera or no?
No.
No? Alright, okay. So Philip, Raphael, and me. Tanvir, do you want to go on camera or no?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with both. I mean, I'm not comfortable. I'm saying I have no problem with it.
No problem with it, okay.
so we're four.
4 of us, okay. So 4 of us are sitting around the room. Where are we sitting?
It should be a little bit spread, I think, because we in the scene we don't know each other. So it's just separate greedy people wanting the same stuff.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 tables.
Yeah.
You can always sit somewhere at a different table. And then.
So the idea was that we were reading different books that could be as weird, whatever we find, and then she's supposed to judge us, trying to figure out
Who's coded?
who's coded. Maybe it could be like she's trying to imagine each and every one of us in the code.
Mm-hmm.
So that is sort of in her head.
Nice.
So when we so we could just she's
We'll
looking
hear
at
the
us,
code, yeah.
and then
Is this the code?
Is this red
what if
coat,
it's
yeah?
him, and then one of us, I don't know,
Puts the coat on.
puts the coat on, do some weird poses or whatever, like a fashion show, or whatever.
Nice. I like it. Yeah,
But it all happens in her head, so we are just sitting there being like something like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of funny. And she has sort of this vivid imagination trying to figure out what kind of weird person would wear this or is wearing this. Or
You don't mind that we're all going to put your coat on, right?
No.
No, okay.
we just made everything around.
Alright, okay, so she pictures us all on the coat. So previously we had that we're all putting our hands up that it's our coat.
We could do that too, but then she pictures us after we've done it.
Yes, exactly. So we put our hand up and she goes, is it his coat? And pictures us. Yep.
So you keep the tension, and within that suspense, it's in her head thinking, how does this person look like in the coat?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I was thinking of like
Yeah.
you said a ladies group, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she see it, like she might see us and she haven't found any ladies here. So
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering who's this code belongs to.
Mm-hmm.
So because by seeing that you can easily understand it's a ladies group, right?
Rebecca?
Hi, yes.
You found us.
And
I
you're a
found you
lady.
at last.
I
Sorry,
think it's
but-
even funnier if it wasn't a lady owning the coat.
Mm.
Like for comedy's sake, or just for the contrast.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't. It's funnier.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, hi.
Hi.
This is Berit, Tanvir,
Hi.
and Leo. This is Ozan, Raphael, Jarle, Philip. You can forget the names. And
I will.
you're welcome to. Yes.
Good.
So, what we're doing today is we are going to make a short film, and we've been planning it already.
Okay.
It's called The Freezing Woman. Berit is the freezing woman.
Okay.
She comes in, she sees her coat, she sees a coat on the chair, and she puts it on. But then we, that is Philip, Raphael, me, and Tanvir, and you as well if you want to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
We're all sitting in different areas around here, and we all individually put our hands up, and when we put our hand up, she pictures us wearing the coat. Like, whose coat is it, right? And that's as far as we got in the planning, and then we all have to stand up in a lineup. Philip says, right? And maybe do our best coat pose, and she has to judge the best coat pose. And whoever has the best coat pose, she thinks like it must be theirs.
Something.
And you can please improv the coat pose, that'll be funnier. You can do several takes. So that's good. Where can we have the lineup? At that point we should be filmed like all gathering together, maybe over there or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a model show almost.
Yeah, and we can plan this as we go as well.
Sure.
And then finally, I think Raphael's. Wait. Raphael's going to come in at the end, right? So the people sitting around is 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 of us are sitting around. Then Raphael will walk in and be like, "She's wearing my coat," right? So he stares her down. She stares him down. Then he smiles. She smiles, and it's like she gets to wear the coat, right? So then she walks off, and he gives her a big thumbs up. The end.
The end.
So that's what we were doing before you showed up.
Yeah.
The idea is basically like you just learn story creation through filming, through editing, in a very quick, just like basic principles thing, and then everyone gets an idea of it. And they go, okay, so this bit was a bit more polished. Okay, so we have our full film. Any questions? Any further ideas? We can still. What I like to do is I start filming at 7, so we'll get 8 minutes to add more if you want, or to ask clarifying questions, more ideas.
Maybe when she first appears, like
I'm getting stage fright.
Oh, it's just us. It's so silly. Look, the camera's filming right now. We're all being filmed right now on this camera. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Silly, see?
We're judging each other.
Yeah.
That's what we have
So don't laugh if I'm uncomfortable in front of camera.
You're in a good position.
It's tough, and I think it's one of the goals of being here. Really, is to get over camera fright and know that you have a trusted group of people who aren't going to laugh at you. I mean, that's like the most valuable thing in filmmaking, really. Because
Trust your team.
yeah, pretty much. So
I think, by the way, I was thinking about this exercise here, and I think this is a very great one, since we're so many people, in terms of, like last time we talked about eye lines and talked about like where to put the camera, and this is actually quite challenging when we have that many people.
yes, that's
So
true.
It's going to be a good exercise in just how do you tell the story when there's so many people looking at each other in many directions. And professionals, they even struggle with that, trying to keep track
Preserving space.
of the space itself. So
Do you have any tips or suggestions?
we focused on what is actually happening here, what is the story, who is the one actually talking, and who are we talking to. What's good is that we have one main character, which that means everything is supposed to be stationed more or less from one direction anyways. So that's a
That's
positive
right,
thing. If we had like 3 main characters or something, that would be much harder. But
Good point. Yes. And I like to start. I like to start the film with like a lot of wide shots. So the audience has a lot of time to take in the layout of the room and where people are sitting relative to one another. So then you can go to the close-up of them looking at one another, and it won't be too confusing. And always like you cut with the change in slide or something. So if I look over there at that person, then the camera will cut to them without breaking the 180 rule, and then we know where we've gone. We've gone from this direction to there.
I mean, the most common thing to do is what they call, we all probably know this, but the master shot, where you just more or less take a wide and just go through most of what's needed. And then you can say, well, now we got everything that is actually needed to have something, and now we can go in
And fill it with
close-ups,
close-ups.
fill it up, or have other creative angles and stuff like that. Of course, the challenge of masters is that then you expect people to be actors that can go through a whole scene without it being interrupted. The nice thing about every single shot is, of course, that you can say this is just 30 seconds of a reaction, so you don't need to sort of think about what's coming up next. So it's all about what people feel comfortable with doing, of course. I think because that's a challenge of the master one. You want one that works almost through the whole thing in a way.
Yeah.
With those. But of course, technically, the only one that really needs the master is the one where she comes in. Is everyone in the different places.
Yes.
And everything else, I think, in that story is very chopped up anyway. So then, I think that should be fun.
Good point. So Jarla, do you want to film your camera's so pretty that I would like to film the whole thing on yours because when we previously we've patched it together. Ooh. See like this black plastic, yeah, there's a little red thing on it. I'm told that's important. Previously we patched it together like the footage between this camera and that camera, but mine is like 10 times cheaper than this one, so
Yeah, that's fine. I have 2 lenses,
yes.
so I can do wide
And close-ups. Do you want to film all the wide stuff first and then we'll do close-ups afterwards? Is that an easy way to film it?
That's easier because I need to balance the gimbal every time I change the lens.
Okay.
So that's like 5-10 minutes break.
Mm-hmm. So,
Hi.
here's my like math textbook question. Jarla has 2 lenses, 35 and a 50mm. Which is he going to use for the wide shot, or which will he use for the close-up?
This is the language I need to learn.
That's why I'm asking the question.
So the people that doesn't know, that's
Not good enough.
You weren't born for this.
Concept filmmaker.
I bet you don't even know what this is. I'm going to throw at you. You know. Anyone want to explain? Anyone know?
If you were close-ups,
Mm-hmm.
35, is that what you have?
Yeah. 35 is enough
For
for the wide shots.
wide shot.
Yes.
the higher the number, the more zoom you get, the closer you get to what you're filming.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
Which
the
also
opposite,
makes
right?
the angle narrower. And so a 35 angle will be like this, and you have to go closer. 50 is narrower and zooms a bit more, so pulls you closer to to what's happening.
Cool. And it's sort of the opposite of what you think.
Yeah, that's what Phyllis does, yeah.
Yeah, it's always that challenge being like, what was it again? Was it? Yeah, it's the opposite. But does that mean you start overcomplicating stuff?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's true. So when we film this with the 2 different lenses and you remember which we used when, just look at the difference between the 2 of them and then you crack it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, longer the lens looks more like this, shorter the lens looks more like that. You know.
And there are lots of different characteristics of the lenses, but we won't do that now.
Yeah. I have to do a full masterclass now.
No. Most things I filmed has only been with 2 lenses anyway, so you get the difference. Something for wide, something for close-ups. You get the point. You know.
I mean, some directors challenge themselves just using one, just being like, I'll choose this one, whatever that is, and see whatever weird stuff that I can do with it. It's great practices. So. Yeah. You don't need to think that you have to use, I don't know, 50 lenses just because. Sure, it's fun. But
Yeah.
If you want to take pictures of animals, they use long lenses to get closer to them, because if you want to take a picture or film an eagle that's like way up there, you have the long lens.
Find some weird books.
High
Yeah.
number, like a 600
Should we all just walk around finding weird books?
Yes, if you're, go for it. Let's find some weird books.
And you don't have much room to move. You have a wider lens, so
weird.
you get more in the picture.
Wherever you think is going to look silly
Moving back too far.
in the film.
Thank you.
Just waiting for the camera. Do you want to practice that again, or are you good with that?
I'm good, I
You're
think.
good, great. So, do you have anything else? Any other inputs in this?
I had it perfect on the other lens.
It's okay. It's how filmmaking always is. You always have to wait for something, and then suddenly, oh no, we have to film something now, and then you do it pretty fast, and then you just have to wait and wait.
I thought it was okay, but it wasn't exactly enough.
So it's
like half a millimeter and changes everything.
showed a short film. I was part of a short film a month ago, and all we're waiting for was just the clouds not shadowing over the sun. It's so frustrating. Like everyone's so ready, and like, another cloud, guys. Great shot. Great, and action. Okay, cut. I think we can do that again. I think you're turning towards the camera and do that was pretty great. And I think all we need now is I need to give you a cue when you're supposed to look up from the books. Because at the moment she's just looking around, you were reading. And I think we're missing the last part. So do you want to does it work for me to just do like this? Can you see that from?
You can shout it because there's no audio.
Oh yeah, there's not. Yeah, it's a silent movie.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah.
Just to look up from your booth.
Ah, okay. Oh, well, true. It's a silent movie.
It's a little bit hard to focus on her because she's behind the shelf, so it focuses on the shelf first.
Oh, right.
So
I think that's okay because.
She'll just be a little bit blurry then, and
because it's just in this shot, and then we're gonna focus in on people afterwards anyway.
yeah, so it doesn't matter if there are some blur because you just
No,
want
not in the
just for the
first.
overview.
Yeah, just for the. I mean,
I'll try to set it manually a little bit, so
yeah, sure.
I want to finger on where I want to show.
Another thing, should we take that away? Or do we want that there? The numbers.
No.
I'm okay. It's just elaborate with random stuff in the background. I think it's a great scenery itself. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I forget that I can just talk throughout the whole thing because it's silent anyway.
But it's a silent movie. Nobody can talk. Not even the director.
It's not possible. Great. So yeah. I think with the camera, if you in
She was completely hidden.
I see. Yeah.
But I can start from here, and then
Yeah, we can start
then
from-
I
that's
don't have to move
Yeah.
anything. So
As long as, yeah, but that's great too.
yeah, camera rolling.
Okay, camera rolling. So we can say 3, 2, 1, and action. Just walk up. That's great. I'm really pleased with yourself. Best coat in the world. And now I have to look around and be like, okay, who does this belong to? So now we're panning a little more to the left. You can start looking up from your books. Great. And count. Can I see that? Can I see that? Just to see if we're happy about that. Okay, camera rolling. So we can say 3, 2, 1, and action.
Oh no.
Oh, that's great. I think she looks good there. Like, yeah. Best coat in the world. And now I have to look around and be like, okay, so now we're panning a little more to the left. You can start looking up from your books. Right. And cut. Great. I think that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with that. And we didn't get you looking up from the book, but I think we can do that in a closer one, because we get your reactions and that naturally.
Yeah. Do you want a notebook to make some notes while we do this?
Sure. Yeah, we can play around with lights so we can see how that, just to get some.
I've heard this comment for directors when they do close-ups to mess around with the lighting to make people look even prettier.
Yeah.
Even if it's still the same room, you know.
So
The main light is.
what do you want? Butterfly, Rembrandt.
Very good question.
You can hold the light, I think.
Can
It looks nice that way, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's nice.
Yeah.
I think that's great. So. What do you
Så,
think?
snu hodet litt av den. Det er litt, ikke fullt, bare ta litt og litt og litt. Det er ikke så mye skygge der. It's not that strong, so it feels quite okay.
Yeah, it's quite soft.
So it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
It has your skin tone, and you're about similar, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. So we start with you in intensely reading. You can even pull the book a little bit more up to yourself. 'Cause-
Oh,
is it heavy?
du naturlig.
Okay.
I mean, you're an actor. You need to be strong.
I just.
Rolling.
Okay. Action. Wow. Så. Bare ta en, ja. En cut. Greit. Ta dem igjen, og så bare rolling.
That's some great work.
And I say action. So you guys look at Berit. And then you look at Rebecca. And then you look at each other. And cut. Great.
Yep.
I think we got that one.
And they almost peed themselves because they were used to.
Det blir veldig skarpt lys når det er så lite lydkilde.
Ok, er det mulig å få det, hjelper det hvis lyskilden lenger vekk?
Nei, da blir den enda mindre.
Ok.
Det hjelper å ha en softbox eller et eller annet sånt, men det har vi jo
Nei,
ikke.
det var det.
Eller en,
Kan vi bounce det da, med et eller annet?
det vil lette opp.
Bare kvitt papir eller noe, hvis det er noe.
Vi har jo litt papir der.
Ja.
Så
No worries.
Just
Well, like, I can't even count how many mistakes we've made since we started.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
it's better.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. But what we need to is we need to adjust the bookshelves in the
Ja,
background. So it,
litt opp der. Sånn.
yes,
And,
it needs to be a little bit flat on it, a little flat. Yeah, that's great.
sånn cirka her.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably do something like that. Not some film festival
Da,
in the UK.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I sent her film
ja, cirka.
Okay.
I use my stomach to
The restaurant.
Yes.
Yes.
Er vi klare?
Yeah, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, so do you just want to improvise different stuff, just for fun? Or do you want me to give some directions?
Give me some direction.
Okay.
Is she going to use the hands or just the head?
A little bit of both, but I think
Because then we should go further away. Or
yeah, I think that's good because then she's probably taking up her hands if she's using it to think.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think that's
so
good.
now you can just do all the different directions.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can cut, so we don't have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
stop.
yeah, true.
So rolling.
It's wrong, yeah. Okay, so I think first it should just be more like a deep in thought, Billa. So yeah, you can just look a little bit to the left. And then maybe to my right, yes. Great. So that's a great one. And then you can have one that is more like, yeah, I have a good idea. Yeah. So just change your arm position, be like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I want. That's a good idea, right? And then you can have one that is more like, that's the one. Yes, I know this. This is great. Yes. Yeah, I know. And then just for fun at the end, be like, maybe not. You can be like, no, okay, maybe not. Yeah, not sure. Okay, great. Yeah, all right. Okay. Good cut. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Great, because then now I have different.
Rolling.
Now try a little swagger while you're going, just for fun. Yeah, and action. Great, that's great. That's amazing. Thank you. Cut. Yeah, we can have one more when you're just standing there, and you can just do some weird like posing. So we just film that too. So we have different stuff to cut to.
Yeah.
So he's rolling and action. So you can start like this. Yeah, you can hand. You can. Yeah. Look to your right, and just look to your right and just look in distance and look a bit up. Be like, great, good. And yeah, I think that's good. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. I tried.
No, it's great. It's great. I think it's great.
Gotta do like the Cowboys thing.
Cowboys too?
This. The Cowboys thing.
Yes.
with their thumb. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Cheers for coming down here. Congrats for coming out of your comfort zone.
So,
All right, let's do one where it's more like a catwalk situation.
okay, when I
Okay.
come in.
Yeah, when you come
Okay.
in, and it could more be like maybe you're fluffing it around a little bit, or
Yep.
like, almost like it's cape or something. And I liked your while you were turning around with it, so you're like
Yeah.
really happy with it. And let's do you just come in, do that, and then just walk off again. Like even if we get more like a Superman cape-ish when you get walk off, that would be pretty funny, I think. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just come in as a like kind of to try and get it moving a bit.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
when
you
you're
can get some-
when you're at the front point, then
Yeah.
I don't get your legs, I only get your coat, so
Yeah.
don't get too close or too
Right. Yeah.
So,
not
around where you're
closer than
standing
this,
there is
right?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can.
And then I just kind of try it on a little bit, and then I walk off, trying to get a bit of a Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if we can just
But
play
I'm
one.
taking the things out there because they're heavy. There's just,
And action.
If you need something for your portfolio, please gather the people here together so you don't need to, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Sure.
Oh wait, alright, okay, that's
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Alright,
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
gonna mess this up because I don't know how to do it, but we can do a few takes.
Did you want to start all the way back and walk up? Was that it?
Like a really, really long shot. Yes, yes, I can do that.
oh my god.
Tell me action, right? And then I'll come
Yeah. Okay.
Rolling.
It's rolling and action. Okay. I sort of just wanted you to keep walking. Just see how far you get.
I was like, where am I going?
It's going downtown with this coat.
Okay.
Alternative ending, you start running and disappear with the jacket. And we.
And are you happy with that, or do you want to do more with walking around? We can play more. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
a pro. It's fine.
And okay, so we did the same thing with everyone else. You're just standing around here, and
Yeah.
then you just pose with it.
Pulls with it, okay.
You can you could use a flip it over and
A
stuff.
little
Yeah.
step back.
Okay.
Yes, I'm cutting the legs anyway because I did that on the other ones.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So rolling.
And action. Oh yeah, this is so good.
Kill you.
Okay, good. Great. So we got that.
Totally. I was doing something about acting today. Sorry.
No, good.
Just with this one, or supported with this one. Yeah, well, it's not that long
Hold
shot.
it, it's fine. Yeah.
You just need to find it.
I know this one.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
And we need Ozan walking
Yes, you're in the shot, please. Yeah, come over here.
from here somewhere and in. And you're like, where's my coat? And we're like, hey, what are you doing? And then you turn around. So that's great if you just turn around the other way. So not from your left and from your right. You're like, huh? So you walk in
So
here.
I will walk in.
Be like, where's my, what?
Where's my? Hey, you!
Yeah.
I'm sorry for
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Scare me like that.
Yeah. and then we can have the back and forth thing you said with the code switching.
yeah.
So you just have point.
All humans were scared during this
Okay.
day.
So at the moment now you just walk in and you're like, hey, that's my code.
Everyone's very
That-
frightened.
No need to say it, it's up to you if you want to say it or
Can
not.
I just look like
Yeah, cool.
where am I? Hey, yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you turn around. Yeah, you can say it, so then she has a cue.
litt mer.
Turn around.
Kommer litt lenger fram.
When you say hey.
Hey, you, and she will just turn around, and that's it.
Yeah, oh, that's my fault.
Circle, yeah.
Okay.
Good, perfect.
Straight there. But does that look in the camera?
So he's coming here, so... Do you want me to stand like this and move when he comes? Or
I think
just-
it's nice with just static. I don't think we need more movement.
Yeah, most of the other shots are static anyway, so...
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so then we keep the style.
Yeah, great.
So are you ready? Should I start rolling or?
Yeah, everyone happy? Good. Okay, then we go for a take.
Yes, rolling.
Rolling
No, rolling.
and action.
Where is my... Hey, you! This is my coat! I don't know.
Okay, great. I think that's good. You want to take just one last one, just for
Alright.
luck?
Do you remember where you stopped? Because if you...
I think here.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
think
stop
here.
like half a step further back because the light stop...
Here? Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There the light is on you.
Okay.
And when you went a little bit too far,
Yeah,
it
sure.
disappears.
Yeah,
So
that's-
that's there.
So, okay,
there
so I'll
is
stop here.
Yeah.
a little bit more back.
It's almost like a planet.
Okay,
A
here.
little bit further. Yeah, when you look up, then if you do the little snobby thing, you keep your face a little bit up, then you actually get a little bit more light on your face,
Yeah.
which yeah.
Okay.
So we can more. Otherwise, it would be too dark.
Okay.
Another thing I think you can do is that you can still be in a little bit thought, be like, yeah, something like that. So you keep that consistency from thinking, because then you thought before it that you
You just look from the
thoughts
side.
and then think
Put
still
your hand
thinking.
open
Yeah.
that way and see. Then you can see her face when. Yeah. Okay. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
We are good and rolling.
And action.
Where the hell is my... Hey, you! This is my coat.
And cut. Yeah,
Excellent.
great.
Overacting.
Filmmaking, got to do it all.
Yeah, you could just look, face him. Yeah, great.
And,
And how am I supposed to stand?
Just.
Be a bit antagonistic, but that's my coat.
Oh, yeah.
Should I say it again? Or just by the...
No, just say it with your face.
Okay.
It's just rolling. So we can,
Yeah, great. Well, what if the camera pans to the right, to the other side, such a situation?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, but then you have to stand still, guys.
Okay.
But that's okay. Oh, that's okay. So we do that again.
I'll start.
You start with the camera on the left shoulder. You stare at her intensely. Roll camera.
Roll.
Great. You just stand still, and then you go from the camera goes from this shoulder to the next shoulder. Great. Good. And then we just
It was a little bit.
Get that same shot, but with him wearing the coat, right?
yeah.
Or
And then the same shot.
But we'll do it again. I'll try to focus.
Yeah, we can do it again with better focus. Sure.
I will actually do manual focus.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty
You can do manual focus.
ambitious each week.
Because otherwise.
Okay.
Never.
You just stand like this, and it's like you're both just sort of measuring each other up. Sort of. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll be here and just ready.
Yeah. Ready?
No, I'm good.
Great.
Okay.
When we're rolling, just stare each other up,
I think I
and then we move the camera.
Moment.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. And then no. Just keep standing where you're standing.
Save.
It's okay. Just keep standing where you're standing, and now you have the coat on. So you just take the coat off. We do the same shot, except you have the coat on. And cut. Great. So that's your last shot. Ooh.
Hey, that's a rock on Barrett, everyone.
And then yours.
I have to take the coat and just.
Walk off.
Do you
Nice.
want me to stand on the back, or do you want me to stand there when his camera angle? Do you want
As
to
you walk
rotate?
We can actually we can do both. We can have both
then
in
we
the back and
can
front.
then we can do
Then we can
separate
play, yeah.
separate endings. I mean,
Yeah.
when everybody has the shots, so everybody can try to edit it a little bit different.
Sure. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
could be an editing exercise.
Sure.
Yeah. So now you're standing where you're standing. You're like a gallet or something like that. And then you
But
walk
then Bev should probably stand there as well
Facebook
when he was running away, or without Star.
Do we want Barrett
Yes.
in there? When
Do we want Berit in the shot when he has the coat and runs away, or do
or this one
What
is
do
the
you
point. I think this is the point of view of her seeing him walking away. So I
That
think,
makes sense.
yeah.
So
So I don't think we need Barrett in the end.
No, that's okay.
I think, yeah.
you're unwanted?
Because we already have it over the shoulder of her.
Yeah.
So that is.
Yeah.
So we already know she's standing there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is her
The
point
camera
of
is
view.
where she was.
Him.
Yeah, then it makes sense for me
Yeah.
to stand. You're right.
Exactly.
So are we breaking the fourth wall and then we're there?